Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so super stoked to be back. Hope everyone is doing well wherever you are in the world right now. Here it is finally, my Duran Duran album breakdown and reaction video. This is the second episode of my Duran Duran discography deep dive series. I had to rehearse that a couple of times before I could actually say it right. Thank you so much for all your feedback and all your positive comments on my last video. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed it. It's amazing that there are actually some people on my channel that, you know, go all the way back to Duran Duran's early days. Thank you so much for dropping comments in my last video and sticking with me for the next one. So this is Duran Duran's Rio. It was released in 1982. This is their second studio album, what many critics considered their best piece of work or their best work. Personally, for me, it's not my favorite album, but I love it. I really enjoy listening to it. I haven't heard it for a while. This album, for me, really feels like Duran Duran coming into their own, finding their sound, finding their style amongst all these other new wave artists that are coming out and stepping onto the scene. 1982 and 1983 would have been quite a prominent time in their career because I believe that was when they started going off and touring the world, and you know, they were really coming forward on the world stage. Also, there was a lot of heavy airplay of their music videos on MTV in the very early days of MTV, so I think that's how they got a little bit more of their name out there in the US market. They were pushed quite quickly, I believe, into writing a second album, so there was a little bit of pressure and time constraints to get this one finished. I don't know a lot of the recording background, but what I'm going to do is dive into the songs. I'm not going to talk too much about the album production. I'll put little facts underneath my videos. One thing I just wanted to touch on, Duran Duran were actually inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in November, early November. I don't think they'll ever watch any of my videos, but just massive congratulations, guys. So well deserved. Thank you so much for all the fantastic music. I also wanted to dedicate this video today to Andy Taylor, Duran Duran's guitarist, part of the original Fab Five, no longer a part of the band. I believe Andy Taylor was diagnosed with prostate cancer, stage 4, so he is quite unwell at the moment. As you guys know, any big Duran Duran fans out there know, he's played a massive part in the success and the projects of Duran Duran. So yeah, I just wanted to dedicate this video to you, Andy. You may or may not ever see this video. On behalf of me and many Duran Duran fans, I just want to thank you so much for all your amazing work on these albums. Just want to let you know that I'm thinking of you. My thoughts are with you and your family. And yes, just again, thank you so much for everything that you've done for this band. As you guys might know, Andy did work with the band from the very beginning all the way up until I think the mid-80s. And then he did leave and come back in the early 2000s, and he worked on the album Astronaut with the band, and then he split shortly after that, as far as I know. So again, he has played a huge part. He's had his own solo career as well. So go give him some love, show him some support. He is an incredible member of this band, and you're going to hear it in this album. You are in for quite the treat. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm just so glad I get to listen to this album again because it's just been such a long time. So here we go. Here we go. Sorry for pausing it so early on, but so much happening. That arpeggiator, that, oh my goodness, the guitar, the doo, that little beginning part actually reminds me of something, of another song, and I'm just trying to put my finger on what song it reminds me of. Quiet Life by Japan. Quiet Life by Japan has a really similar intro. I know Japan were quite influential to Duran Duran's sound and style. So again, just a little tidbit. I'm pretty sure people do liken that song to Planet Earth as well, because there's a like a sound at the very beginning of that song, and again, it's a fantastic song. But let's get back to this. Let's get back to Rio. Just a little something I wanted to touch on before I jump into the rest of the song. But oh man, my Pause it there. I don't want to pause it because I'm immersed. I am loving this. This is incredible. I say that about every song. I try not to be too biased. Again, they are my favorite band, but I'm trying not to be too biased on their songs. Like I said, Rio's not my favorite album, but my goodness gracious me, it is timeless. It is so timeless. This is very much the 80s sound. You're hearing a lot of like disco dancey influences in this album too, very much like the first album, but very different at the same time. And I think I've said that before. I think I mentioned that in my last video that Duran Duran's albums, they change every time. You'll notice it as we go through the series. They do like to change their sound up very often, but this was them really coming into their own, and that's something that I love about Duran Duran is that they went away, they took their influences and they really created their own identity and sound. The song Rio is actually talking about a place as well as a woman, so it's a little bit of a double entendre. That's what I'm hearing through the lyrics when I listen to them. Talking about the Rio Grande, which is in America, but also I'm hearing like references to the actual place, to the city of Rio de Janeiro. I'm also hearing references like that. Very much a storytelling kind of song, but at the same time playing with those double entendres. I'm loving it. Anyway, let's jump back into it. I really want to finish this, and I'm gonna try not to pause this because this is just so good. Oh, the syncopation on that bass. It's very like I'm not even 2 songs in and I'm already hooked into this album, and what a great decision they made to make Rio the title track and the title for the album. Wowee. There are so many thoughts that go. I can't even. I just can't. I'm a super fan already, guys. There's so many different sections in that song. So you've got the verse, and then obviously you go into the chorus. But then there's another section. So it's not just like one chord or one set of chords the whole way through. They shift. They change up. There's so many different dynamics in the song. It's wow. I'm pretty flabbergasted. I've heard it so many times before, so it's quite interesting now that that's had such an effect on me just listening to it now. But when you actually sit down and listen to something, it's very different to hearing it in a store or hearing it, in passing. So the band definitely did a lot more experimentation, a lot more sampling in this album. So they've taken samples from various different places and put them into their songs. I feel like they've tried to tie so many things into this album, like glam, vacations, holidays. You'll see it in their music videos too, because they have filmed their music videos in a few different locations. But this album for me feels very, very vacationy and very glamorous. That's the kind of vibe I get when I listen to this album, and I can't really put my finger on what it is. I think it's probably just a mix of hearing the songs and watching the videos at the same time. And the music video for Rio is very much that. You've got the picture of the woman on the front of the album cover, and I just see this glamorous, exotic woman, and I see palm trees, and I see margaritas and just the sun. When I listen to that song, that's what I see, and it's very fun and exciting. And if there was any kind of influence from the actual city, Rio de Janeiro, it's a very fun, vibrant city, so maybe that did inspire the song. Again, I know Rio Grande is in America. I think it's the river that borders America, America, Mexico. So they're talking about the US, which again, the US in parts is glamorous. You know, you got LA, Hollywood would have been quite glamorous for them as a band coming from the UK, maybe. So maybe that's what it was. It was just glamour and fun and excitement and vacations, and I don't know, that's my interpretation. So yeah, incredible opening. I have blabbed on for a little bit here, so I'm just gonna keep going. I am going now to, so that was track 1, Rio. I'm going to track number 2, My Own Way. Here we go. What was that? What was that? Da 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 da. Achoo! Did he sneeze? Or did he fake sneeze? That's what it sounded like. Sorry, that was just really funny. Probably looked like I was having a bit of a meltdown there, but that was funny. Ooh. There you go again with the guitar. Some really beautiful harmonies that are in the far background. So smooth, but at the same time, punchy. Punch, 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 punch. This song has a lot of attitude. It's good. Simon has so much attitude and expression in his voice. That's something I really admire about his style, is that it just really sounds like he is genuinely enjoying singing, and it just goes that much further. It has that much more impact, and it just ties everything else together as well, because everything in this track is punchy. The drums are punchy. Roger's going hard on the drums. And then, you know, that funky bass line that John's doing. And then you've got Andy on the guitar. Everything just ties together so beautifully, and this feels genuine. You can hear genuine enjoyment and excitement. That's what I'm getting here. Oh, that's cute. Running like a fox to keep up with me. This guitar is very funky. Oh. Yeah, see, he is having fun. He is having fun. There's these little bits where he's going 45. He's just genuinely enjoying this. I hear it in his voice. See how much more of an impact it has, though? Oh. Is that coming from the synth? Oh. Yeah, see, he's still doing it. He's still, you know, shouting out. Whoa. Wow. Sorry for the silence, guys. Like, I'm just enjoying this so much. I am really enjoying this. Yeah. Okay, so that was my favorite part of that song is Simon just really, you know, he's just shouting out. I don't know what he's shouting out, but he's just enjoying it. He's genuinely having a good time in the studio. Again, I don't know if I don't know what the dynamic is in the studio, like if they can all see each other when they're recording, but you know, like I can just picture them all just having a good laugh and just smiling and just really enjoying. Like this is their prime time, their good time. I believe that Duran Duran record a lot of their albums in different studios, so it probably would have changed throughout, like the dynamic of how they recorded or the setup or, you know, where they were positioned in the studio. I think that's really important with a band, is to be together and to actually see each other and just that you feed off each other's energy in that way. And I just feel like they're all kind of feeding off each other's energy. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can hear it in this album. I can hear high energy, excitement, fun. Yeah, I'm just hearing that. I'm hearing that fun, and that's what I like. I think that's what's keeping me hooked. I am a little bit more silent in this video because I'm just genuinely enjoying this so much. So again, sorry for the silence, guys. Anyway, let's jump into the next one because I think I'm well over half an hour of filming. Can you believe it? Oh, nice. Oh. It's like almost like a nice sword pad there. Yeah, this is more like a ballady type song. Aww. Oh, I like that. You're lonely in your nightmare, let me in. If the song feels quite comforting, like a comforting voice. There's an actual Duran Duran song that I consider my comfort song, but this feels very comforting, like you're lonely in your nightmare, let me in. That feels quite relatable to me at the moment. I'm not going to go into why, but that feels quite relatable to me at the moment. You're going through this alone, let me help you. That's what I'm hearing. But yeah, much more slow. The lyrics are very soothing. Sorry, the vocals are very soothing. And yeah, that bass, boom, boom. It feels like there's a bit of a pitch going on, pitch shifting going on with that bass line. Again, I'm not a bass player, but yeah, it's really nice, this one. Very, very comforting, very soothing. Let's keep going. I see the Delta traces living lonely out on the limb. And the passing glimmer warm beneath your skin. Keep holding that pen, by the way. Oh. Oh, that almost sounded a little bit off key. But like interesting. The harmonies are really nice in this one too. Yeah. I feel like you hear that. I don't know what the technique is called, and bass players feel free to chime in here. I think it's like a slide on the bass. I think it's a slide. I've heard it in many tracks before, but one specific track it reminds me of is As the World Falls Down by David Bowie, which was, I think, written for the movie The Labyrinth. Obviously came after this album, but it reminds me of that doon 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 doo. Anyone who knows that song, it's just reminded me of that for some reason. Come on, show me all the light and shade that made your name. Oh. I know you got it in your head. I've seen that look before. You built your refuge, turns you captive all the same. Oh, I hear that British accent coming through there. Captive all the same. beautiful. I feel like there's a few different pads going through this. Oh, is that an acoustic? Oh, first time I've heard that. That was a really nice song. A bit of a come down from those, obviously those more upbeat, punchy kind of songs. But that was really nice. Yeah, I really liked that one. That felt like a bit of a blanket around me, that one. But yeah, nice little acoustic guitar at the end there. I didn't actually notice that. I think I've only really heard that one a few times. Beautiful, stunning. That was just a nice smooth track just to break up those dancey tracks. So I think I did a better job at this last video of pointing out the track numbers. So that was track 3, Lonely in Your Nightmare. I'll put these in chapters. I think my last video didn't actually separate into chapters on YouTube. I'll go back and figure out why that's happening and fix that up. This is now track 4, Hungry Like the Wolf. So we're back to the upbeat, fun tracks. Coffee has finally kicked in. Okay, guys, let's go. Track 4, Hungry Like the Wolf. Hungry Like the Wolf. Feels like a bit of a call and response thing going on here. Oh, I'm lost in a crowd. Oh, that's a nice line. Yeah, it's like almost like a call. Is it a call and response? Would you call it? He's on a mission. I'm getting a lot of imagery in this, but the song feels very much like I'm on a mission. Yeah, I'm getting the imagery I'm getting when I hear Hungry Like the Wolf, especially with that the line, mouth is alive, juice is like wine, I think. I am picturing like an actual predator or an animal hunting after another animal and salivating. Isn't that a weird image? He evokes so much imagery with his lyrics and saying mouth is alive, juice is like wine. I'm almost picturing, like, again, salivating, and I don't know if anyone else has this, but I'm picturing, like, sorry for any vegetarians out there, but like the juice that comes from meat. I know it's not the nicest image, but it's, as he's singing about something in particular, I can see the images in my head. That's because I'm just a very visual person. But yeah, he's on a mission, and it sounds like he's chasing after something. He is hunting something. Probably in this case it's a love interest or a woman. So there's lust again, images of a steak and a glass of red wine. Oh man, please don't hurt me in the comments, just be nice to me. Yeah, there you go. So that sounds like running, like out of breath, and she's running away from something. She's being hunted. Interesting. I like that. I think that's how they add a bit more impact to their songs, is just adding these little samples and sound effects. So this is going to be a silly video. I feel like I'm still hearing that out of that breathing. What's that noise? That one? Yeah, a lot of imagery. And I would thank the music video for that, but I also thank just the weird images that pop into my head. Little Red Riding Hood comes to mind as well. What I can say about the song is it's obviously a classic, and I'd be surprised if anyone in passing did not know or had never heard of that song because I think it is one of Duran Duran's most popular songs. Once again, great track. Great track. Okay, so now we're up to track number 5, Hold Back the Rain. So just a quick note, these are all 2009 remasters. I am listening to the collector's edition of Rio. I'm not going to go past track number 9, which is finishes on the Chauffeur. I'm not going to go any further than that because again, my videos will just drag for a long time. If you want me to react to something specific, if you want me to do any music video reactions, just let me know. I'm more than happy to do that because I feel like I'd really enjoy doing something like that. So yeah, just let me know if that's something that you guys want to see. But yeah, track number 5, Hold Back the Rain. Oh, yes. He's going hard with these arpeggiators on this album. Nick is loving these arpeggiators. Oh. That's a clever little lyric, that one. What I've got now is a bit of a pattern. So 2 dancey songs, 1 slow, 2 dancey. So I'm expecting a slow one to come next. I might have been a little cheeky and I did look up the background of this song. I don't know why I looked up the background of this song in particular, but apparently the song is about John and how he used to get up to a little bit of mischief when the band were out or traveling. He would stay up all night and have a good time and party it up. And I think Simon kind of wrote this song as a bit of a, when the fires burn out, there's only fires to blame. Please come back again. Look after yourself, I guess. That was what he was trying to say. And apparently John had nothing to say about this song. I don't think he's ever addressed the fact that this song is about him. You can definitely hear it in the lyrics. But yeah, just a little interesting detail there that I thought I'd share. And I keep rhyming again. Why? There you go, okay, go off and wonder. I'm guilty of it too. Oh, thumpy kick. Oh, there you go. Is it me or is Nick really experimenting with the arps on the synth? Like different octaves, maybe? Hold back the rain. This is very much a sing-along song. Hold back the rain. Incredible. Yeah, see, two dancey songs. Yeah, I just think it's really good. A lot going on with the arrangement of that track as well. So I feel like John really loves his syncopation with the bass. He really does. And then you've got Nick running all these different arpeggiators through all these different songs. I keep saying arpeggiators, but that's just again what he's doing. And experimenting with different notes and different pads and sounds and stuff like that. Anyone who's into sound design synths, again, I personally enjoy it. I'd never really played with analog synths, a bit of a regret of mine. They're very expensive nowadays. Yeah, sound design, like digital sound design, I really enjoy doing it, messing about with arpeggiators and just seeing if you can come up with a really nice rhythm and then like put a beat underneath it and layer all these different sounds on top of each other. Nick is a master at that. He's just incredible. But it's, yeah, a really great song. We're now up to track 6, New Religion. We had like a second that we missed there. Oh my gosh. Oh. Very spacey too. Oh. What are we preparing for? Oh yes. Some more guitar bursts. This is a top track for me. I'm loving this. This is probably one of my favorites. There's attitude in this one too. A lot of attitude. And I do know all the lyrics to this one. Oh, this album is so good. Can I change my favorite album now? Can I change it? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this on vinyl. Is that seagulls? Of course it's seagulls. I bring my what in? I don't know. I think, did he say I bring my diamond in? Here I am saying I know all the lyrics. I bring my diamond in, seagulls gather on the wind. There's a very faint sound of seagulls. Ah! Lady screaming, lady, leave me out. Gather and they shout. That sounds like two voices in your head. He's obviously layered the vocals on top of each other. You've got this background voice going, don't know why this evil bothers me. Almost sounds like this scared, reluctant voice. And then there's this, take another chance, boy, carry the fight. Like this encouraging voice, like, do it. And this other voice like, no, I don't know if I can. That's what I'm getting from those two lines in the chorus. I feel like the bass isn't moving as much in this song. Oh no, wait. Oh, the synth too. Yeah, there you go. Bit more of a funky bass line there. Yeah, that synth, so smooth and beautiful. I'm playing synth, guys. Oh my god. Yes, so that was track number 6, New Religion. I now have a new religion that is this album. Whew! I really recommend, if you've stumbled upon my channel and this is the first time you're hearing this album through my video, I recommend you get some good headphones and you go somewhere quiet and you listen to this album. It's so good. I feel like such a super fan saying that, but go somewhere and listen to this album. I don't think it really matters what environment you're in, but just, yeah. Track 7, Last Chance, on the Stairway. Funky. Again with the funky bass. Sun in your eyes, waves in your hair. I'm still the vacation imagery, the holiday imagery. Oh, chord change. A scene out of Voltage? That's nice. Party runs on all night. Clink. I love the layering of the vocals. So he's got my beats slow in time. Can you look at me? And that last line, he's layered the vocals there, or they've layered the vocals really, really good. Should really give credit to the producers on this album too, which I'll pop down here. Please don't say live till later. I have my chance to Stairway. Ooh! Is that a marimba? There's all these interesting sounds going through this. It's the last chance to get your attention. Great song. Really good song. Probably a bit of an underrated song too. I don't think that was released as a single. It's one of those underrated treasures. Nice and upbeat. So yeah, again, we've had New Religion was quite upbeat. Hold Back the Rain. I think the only real slow one that we've had has been Lonely in Your Nightmare. So I'm kind of waiting for another slow one now, and I think I'm just about to get it with track number 8, Save a Prayer. So just a little backstory about this song, or more of a personal backstory, because I think the song really evokes a bit of nostalgia in me. I saw this video for the first time. Please don't laugh, or feel free to laugh actually. Please don't laugh, but feel free to laugh. I saw this video for the first time, this music video, in my IT class. I wasn't really focused, clearly. I wasn't really focusing on what we were doing. I was in my IT class and I was on YouTube and I watched the video to Save a Prayer and I just fell in love with the song. It was, again, I was trawling through their discography. I just discovered Midazoland. I was probably about 14 or 15 and I heard Out of My Mind. That was the first track I ever heard, Out of My Mind. And I was just going through their discography, clicked on Save a Prayer, and I just fell in love with it. And I think I played it to death probably that year. It was a while ago now, but I just kept playing it over and over because I just loved it so much. And it is just such a beautiful song. Probably in a bit of an emotional stage of my life. I don't know. It just felt very comforting at the time listening to it. Feels very comforting now listening to it, and listening to Save a Prayer just brings back memories of a time when, yeah, I was trying to figure out who I am and, you know, discovering a band that just seemed to resonate with me and have obviously stuck with me this long now that I'm now doing a deep dive series on all their songs and videos. Yeah, just a bit of a backstory there. Do you guys see these buttons here? These buttons? Do woo woo woo. That's what I think he's doing with that note. He's using the little pitch bend, or yeah, he's definitely using the pitch bend there with the synth. That's what I'm hearing, and it's very cool, and I love it. And the arpeggiator. Save it till the morning after. Oh, is he gone up a little bit on the keyboard there? Yeah, he's gradually moving up different octaves, I think. Oh, the lyric, the vocal. I keep saying the lyrics. The vocal. Save it till the morning after. Don't say a prayer, look, I'm praying. Yeah. I like that pad. That. It's not like is it a guitar or a pad? Or is it the guitar with a pedal, like an effect pedal? Ah, yeah. Oh. Again, messing around with the pitch. That bit, save a breath till the morning after. And it just goes, yeah, just those multiple vocals over the top of each other. I loved that. That was really nice. Oh, Save a Prayer, you can't go past that song. It's just incredible. Beautiful song. One of the top songs on the album. That was a single as well. The music video is stunning too. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I mean, again, this album, like I said, it's left me with no words really. It's just it's a masterpiece. But yeah, this is probably one of their best works in the way of structure, sound, experimentation, everything. It's just, mwah, chef's kiss. That leaves us with the last song on the album, which is The Chauffeur. And do you know what? We started this album with an incredible track, and we are about to finish this album with an incredible track. This is my favorite song on Rio. This is one of my favorite songs of theirs. I think this was all written electronically too. So yeah, this is track number 9, The Chauffeur. Don't even think I'm ready for this. Ah, it's the octaves. I think he's playing octaves. Dun, dun. I feel like I'm hearing a very out of tune piano. Oh wow, so with the synth I'm hearing like almost like a percussive sound that's going da 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 da. That's what I think I'm hearing. How good are the lyrics? Let's keep going. Oh yeah, and that classic 80s clap. Again, so much imagery, so much imagery. Like there's colors. The sun drips down, bedding heavy behind, the front of your dress all shadowy lined, and the droning engine throbs in time with your beating heart. Wow. Okay. Probably I think this is one of the best songs he's ever written. There's so much imagery and there's colors. I'm getting aphids, greens. I'm getting envied lady, green. I'm getting blues from Swim Seagull in the sky. What I'm getting is somebody driving in heat across a desert, and they've got this beautiful woman sitting next to them. And I think maybe that's what he's trying to get at here with the lyrics. That's my interpretation there. Just somebody driving in the heat. The sun drips down. It's just so hot that you're sweating. But again, it's an explosion of images. The work on the synths is just incredible in this track. You've got those classic 80s claps, and then that do 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 do.
Heading heavy behind the front of your dress, all shadowy lined, and the droning engine throbs in time with your beating heart. Ding.
Dun, 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 dun. See a shift there with the note. Now Silver. Oh, what glass splinters lie so deep in your mind. Oh, this is just so incredible. Okay, and now I'm picturing like this sultry dance that she does in this music video. It's like a topless woman in the music video doing like this sultry dance. Crickets? And they almost sound like they're perfectly lined with the beat. But yeah, I thought I heard crickets then. Oh wow, this is a masterpiece. It's like the sinister sound with the synth. Oh my god. Cicadas! I'm hearing cicadas. Yeah. Wow. Just wow. You know, every time I hear that, at the very end there, I just picture something floating and then just dropping to the floor. It sounds like glass or something, just like glass shards just dropping to the floor. But it doesn't even sound like glass. I don't know, like ice maybe? I don't know, but it just sounds like something just dropping. I'm going wild with the imagery. Wow, and those flute harmonies and then the da 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 feels like a bit of a vibrato. Is it vibrato on the flute? And then there's this voice, there's this guy's voice. I don't think it's Simon. There's more to this kind of camouflage. Don't think that's Simon's voice. But yeah, I'm hearing like what sounds like a jungle. But yeah, so many colors, so much imagery throughout that track. Sing Blue Silver, I'm not sure what that means, but I know it's a recurring line throughout their discography. I've heard it in one of their other albums. Pretty sure the original version of this was called Blue Silver, I'm not sure. Yeah, just the production, the composition, everything just fantastic. I cannot recommend this album enough. Absolute gemstone in the new wave genre. Amazing, every single song. I think every single song on that album, I have nothing bad to say. And again, I'm not being biased. I've just got nothing bad to say about any of these songs because they're just so beautifully written. The lyrics are stunning. You've just got, in terms of composition and just the way that the band come together, I think they've said it before in many of their interviews, they just gel so well together. They just know how to really immerse themselves in the creative process, and I feel like I got goosebumps listening to the Chauffeur. But yeah, I hope you guys had a really good time. Hopefully the audio levels were a little bit better in this video. It was so much fun listening through that album. I highly, highly recommend this one. Quintessential Duran Duran. You can't go past this. I feel like it's a must in every vinyl collection. I don't really have a vinyl collection, but if you do have a vinyl collection, I feel like this one is a must. I thoroughly envy anyone who grew up in the era of post-punk and new wave because it, again, both are favorite genres of mine, very influential genres to me. Yeah, something I didn't mention in the last video, the Duran Duran deep dive series is its own, but I would really love to do some deep dive series into other artists, especially artists whose discography I haven't quite gotten all the way through yet. I'd love to do a Sting and the Police deep dive series. I'd love to do a deep dive series on The Cure. I also thought about doing a deep dive into Japan because, oh my god, Japan. So there's a lot of different ones I'd love to do. So if you have any recommendations or there's anything that you want to see in particular me deep dive into, I would love to. You subscribing to me and your support means so much to me. It keeps this channel going, and thank you so much if you have come across my channel and you have subscribed to me and you're staying tuned for my series. Once again, I really hope I see you in the next video. Like I said, any feedback, anything, feel free to drop it into the comments section. Stay tuned for Seven and the Ragged Tiger. That's the next album that we're going to deep dive into, Duran Duran's third studio album. But yeah, guys, hope to see you in the next video. Have an absolutely splendid day or night wherever you are in the world. Sending you guys so much love. Thank you once again for all your support. See you soon. Bye. But yeah, I only just noticed that there's a nice little acoustic. That could be like a interesting guitar type drum maybe. I didn't actually mention this in my last video, but hi Chelsea. Hey Charles. Hello. You're most likely gonna see my cats throughout this video. Oh, there she goes. Bye Charles. Me and my coffee say, I've had one coffee today, and I'm still acting silly. What does that tell you?